You on?
Yeah, we're good. We're recording and we're ready to go. We're 3 hours and 25 minutes in.
Wait, what's the Ustream channel?
Rob Dash Slim, is it?
You too?
Ralph!
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on, brother?
Dude, I almost blew it. When she fucking said that children come all shapes, what did she say? Like something like, children come in all shapes and sizes, or something about that they're smaller than us. I almost lost my shit because I knew what I was going to say.
That
and
was
I couldn't
gold.
stop fucking laughing.
I didn't even catch that because she was
Yeah.
she was so
Just
boring. I
smaller
just
than
couldn't pay attention to her.
Set me up. She set it up so perfectly. She was like, because children are so young and smaller than us. And I'm like,
Supple.
yeah, they sure are.
It's just great.
Amazing.
I love it so much.
Oh,
How small
man.
they are.
I didn't want to call like when you were on the phone with her earlier, just because last time when I called him last week, the lines get kind of mixed up, and I didn't want to get her kicked off the air because it's fun fucking with people like that.
I almost disconnected her at one point. Just I don't even know why. I almost just hung up on her. But I figured I'd let her get her plugs in.
Another interesting book about raising your kids. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys did answer some serious questions, and I actually had a question for her that was kind of serious. That Hawaii is such a beautiful place, but I've never been there, but I've seen Dog the Bounty Hunter, and it's like how does meth get
I
to be
heard.
such a fucking drug on that island? It's the most beautiful. Like, I don't understand if you're in the fucking middle of Harlem in a crack house, it's cold in the middle of winter, and you
Yeah.
don't want to fucking do anything with your life, and you're giving up. I get that, but if you're in Hawaii and it's fucking gorgeous out, even if you're poor, how could you not fucking enjoy that?
When I was in the military, we made a stop in Hawaii, and I got off the plane. I was off maybe 45 minutes, but I thought about just saying fuck it and not getting back on the plane because it was absolutely gorgeous. Like, we got off on the main island, and I don't even know what the fuck the main island's called, but it was just absolutely gorgeous, and I'd always wanted to be stationed there. It was just fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. Now, Ralph, you're doing the stand-up thing, right, dude?
You know, I'm still doing it, but I kind of like broke my foot. I'm in this big ass boot in this cast,
Right.
so I can't do anything right now.
Wow.
I got in. I'm gonna go for don't go see a chiropractor. Just don't go to a chiropractor. This fucking guy is trying to fix my neck. And he goes, I think I got to adjust your ankle. Something feels off. I'm like, all right, you got to adjust my ankle. He's like, wrap your leg around my body. And I was like, well, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the
He's
brochure.
also had to put his hands in my mouth too, which is kind of weird. And I'm thinking like,
Ralph,
While your legs are wrapped around him.
Don't do that.
I think you were raped, buddy.
You got your legs wrapped around him. He's got his hands in your mouth.
I swear to God. And he puts on these blue rubber gloves, and he's like, I got to do this now. And I'm like, oh okay.
Are you sure you saw a chiropractor? Like,
I think I've heard
Then he
of,
pulled out this vibrating gun. No, I'm not joking. I'm not even doing this. I swear to God. He's got a bunch of them, and he like puts it against your
Different
temple
colors and
his
sizes.
fucking mouth. And, so he fucking pulled on my ankle, and he was like, "It's not going." And I'm like, "I don't think it's gonna go." And he's like, "No."
Did you explain to him
Wrap
that a
your leg
chiropractor
around
works
me
on your
tighter.
spine?
I'm like, "All right," and he fucking yanked the shit out of it, and I can't fucking breathe.
So did this guy like break your ankle or something?
You know what? I don't know. I got a follow-up appointment tomorrow. I'm gonna get an MRI, and I'll go from there. But
Damn.
as far as like stand-up and everything, I've had to like kind of just put a couple things on hold.
Right.
Because I can't work now because of this.
Yeah, sit-down comedy,
And,
less popular.
What's that?
Sit-down comedies, less popular.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm learning a lot about the business. I've had some comics reach out to me. I've reached out to them, vice versa. Stacey Pressman.
Cool.
I don't know if you guys ever watched Howard Stern. He had a comedian in there writing what was it? It was the guy that said he could give women orgasms
The Sibian.
by touching their hips.
It's called the Sibian, right?
No, not a device. This guy would just have girls sit on his lap and he would touch their hips. And he can make them orgasm just by touching something on their hips.
Wow.
Sounds kind of shady.
Does he have a
but
book or
you
something?
look
Yeah.
that up,
How-to
she's
guide?
on there and she's hot as fuck.
Yeah, I saw that. It was crazy that you put on that they said you had to get more Twitter followers to be a stand-up. Like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, they didn't have Twitter. So like, why does that matter, dude?
Everything like this matters today, and I don't know why. And I'm the most resistant. Like I don't like doing it. I don't like Twitter.
Yeah.
I refused to get a MySpace. At one point I just had to because I thought my girl was fucking around with me, and that's how I got into MySpace.
Isn't that
I
why
didn't
we
want
all get
Facebook.
MySpace and Facebook?
Yeah. To keep the clamps down.
This bitch is cheating on me. I'm getting a Facebook.
Who's she talking to?
Some fucking douchebag from. I was living in Texas at the time, and we were young, stupid, so it's all behind me. But I don't like social media. I don't get it. I don't know why everybody cares about what everybody's doing.
Candy Crush. Yeah.
What's that?
Candy Crush. That's what it's all about. Get you hooked on those stupid games. Fucking Farm Heroes.
Farmville was the shit.
I don't play video games. I don't get into games too much just because. Instead of doing that, I could like eat pussy. Like I'd rather be fucking with some chick playing with a fucking box than unless I'm playing Madden. And me and my brother, we throw down some Madden and it gets pretty fucking heated. You might beat me 30 times in a row, but the one fucking time I beat him, it's so fucking stupid.
That's a game I like. I'll play that with my brothers, and then we'll play Madden or any really sport game. And at the end of it, one of us is throwing the controller.
Control it right into the console, right?
Yeah,
That's what my friend Danny always did with his brother. Like just threw the fucking controller right into the console. Like
you'll get a pick, and you'll look at your brother, and he'll be like, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Just throw the controller and stuff.
I had a roommate, one of my really good friends in Texas. He used to get that every time we play Madden, and then not to be confrontational because he wasn't like bigger. It was just like he just like I hated seeing him get so upset when I kick his ass. So like I purposely start losing so he wouldn't get upset.
Oh, that's
because
the
then I
worst.
had to deal with him pissed off the rest of the day.
I actually got.
He would literally slam the controller and like go in his room like a 10-year-old, and I'm like, dude,
holy shit!
I got some ish. Yeah, seriously.
I got banned from Madden I think it was 2012. Playing it online because I was talking shit to an 8-year-old.
Oh Jesus!
So I couldn't play Madden.
Those are the worst.
To be fair, they talk plenty of shit themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was just talking. He was the Bears, and I don't even remember what fucking team I was. But I was just beating his ass bad, and I was like, "Can you just quit?" And he's like, "No." So I just started talking shit to the little kid.
The little kid told you to go fuck yourself.
That's amazing.
Ralph, you said you were a bouncer, right, dude?
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you got size, they expect you to do it.
Yeah. What? Any crazy shit that happened?
Dude, let's see. I worked in a strip club for about 2 years.
That's probably the best place to be a bouncer.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst places. when I was 18, I went to my first strip club, and I was in the bathroom, and I saw the bouncer in there, and I was like, dude, you got the most awesome job. And he looks at me and goes, how old are you? I said, I'm 18. He goes, all right, I'm 35. This is a fucking babysitting gig. He goes, by the time you're my age, you're going to see more fucking pussy than you'll know what to do with it. All right? So he goes, this is like nothing. This isn't what you think it is. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I was a musician at the time. I was a professional drummer. I took a year off from school. And everyone in Corpus, I knew so many bar owners and venue owners from San Antonio or Corpus to Austin. And I said, man, I just want to go somewhere no one knows who the fuck I am. So I said, there's this fucking strip club, big strip club that I've never been to. I'm like, I haven't been to a strip club in 10 fucking years. Let me see what it's about. So I go in there. I start getting to know the girls. They know I'm not there for
I'm sorry.
dances.
Slim is like losing
Oh,
his
sorry,
shit
Ralph.
over here.
I have something. We just got an email from Celeste, that woman.
All right.
Yeah?
This ought to be good.
All right. I will make sure I do extensive research on the radio shows I choose to do interviews with from this day forward.
Good advice.
Obviously, your message does not correlate with the mission of Teen Wise and his Teen Wise book set. Good luck with using the shock value technique to grab listeners into your world.
Wow.
Shock jobs.
Harsh.
All the
Harsh
best
words.
in success.
Kind of
You
nice.
should email her back. Stop being a pussy and hit your fucking kids once in a while.
Yeah.
I had mentioned at the end, like, if your kid does something radical, like, I'm gonna hit him. Like,
Yeah.
if my kid does something ridiculous, like if he just went out and stole the car, fucked a hooker, came back and the hooker's dead in the back seat, I'm beating his ass. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
And she put her email, like her teenwise.com at the end of it. She put all her plugs back in.
Like little professional footnotes.
Yeah, like us on Facebook. It says that on there. I'm sorry, Ralph. Slim derailed.
No, it's okay. I just, how much stock does she really put in that book? I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
talk to your kids. It hasn't been done before. Like, you should wake up one day and go, I gotta write a book about this because no one's done this before.
Don't steal money.
my mom always told me, like I had always mentioned that I was gonna, I do all my research before I do anything. Like, I got a puppy. I looked at the puppy. I looked at, like, all his traits that he's gonna have, like that kind of stuff. And my mom's like, oh, the best way to raise a dog or the best way to raise a kid is just by everyday life. You can't raise a kid by a book. And I guess
That's true.
No, I
I
agree
guess
with
that's
that.
the way I'd have to go about
It's
it.
like
if
when I was
never
a
have
kid, there was a guy named Dr. Spock or some shit. And,
No, he's on TV, isn't he?
yeah, on the USS Enterprise. No, but his name was Dr. Spock. And, like, I forget, he was like some liberal piece of shit. Like, don't hit your kids. And everybody back then was against it, That was like the fucking early 80s and shit. But,
Who was this guy? Don't hit your
yeah.
kids.
yeah, what the fuck is that? You gotta hit your fucking kids. But you gotta hit your kids. You gotta at least yell at them.
There's no right or wrong way to raise kids. I mean,
Yeah.
don't beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll give you an example. I was never hit when I was a kid. But my father has the craziest tone in his voice. Like, he could get my friends to do whatever he wanted just by yelling at them. And I'm talking into our teens. Like,
Yeah.
he was that scary. When yelling. He didn't have. I'd rather be punched in the face than be yelling at my friends.
Yeah, that's what I do. I've yelled at my kids, and I've felt horrible, like that they've been crying, but you just have to sometimes. You just have to fucking yell or give them that look, like, what are you doing? Like, just stop it.
Yeah. There's no way to guarantee whether or not your kid's going to grow up to be an asshole or not. There really isn't. You do the best you can. You just hope for the best. As long as you can look yourself in the mirror and go, I tried the best I could.
Yup.
That's all they could expect. Cause,
Try to teach them to be a good person.
Yeah. But anyway, this strip club thing.
Right.
So, I go in there and they keep asking me to come work for them and shit, and I'm just like, I don't know. And then I needed the job, so I'm like, all right, I'll do it. This place is pretty pain. I come here all the time. Nothing ever fucking happens, right? I don't know how I didn't see the shit that went on behind the scenes. I mean, I was there all the time. Maybe like 4 or 5 days a week, drinking and just hanging out, watching Sports Center, and maybe see some things. So, I'm outside, and the door girl calls me in. She goes, "There's a fight in the locker room." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, go back there."
Like a stripper
in the
fight?
back room.
It sounds like.
She goes, "No, it's the girls."
Okay. So where does the worst
What?
job
She's
come
like,
in?
"Yeah." What's that?
Where does this is the worst place to be a bouncer part come in? Because so far it doesn't sound too bad.
Well, so I go, okay, so I'm not knowing what to expect. And this was a huge club. I go to the back of the room. I see my fucking general manager and the other manager in the middle of about 30 girls. They're all fucking naked. Half on one side, half on the other, and they're all trying to kill each other, punch each other in the face, claw, whatever. And they're screaming, his face is red. And I don't know, I don't know what the fuck to do.
What can you do?
At this point in time, you break out your phone and you start recording.
Just let nature take its
That's it,
course.
I didn't know what to do, to be honest. I never really thrown a female out of a club before, and this was totally new. I'm like, do I touch them? Do I grab them? Am I going to get an erection when I do this? I don't know. So, my manager just looks at me and goes, "What the fuck are you waiting for?" I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" And he just yells at me, he goes, "Let me find you, I'll fuck out of here." All right, so there was a pile of about 10 of them. I lowered my shoulder on a 3-point stance, and I just started pushing to hurt him, like hurting fucking sexy chicks out of the fucking locker room. And if you're from the outside looking in, all you see is about 10 or 12 girls in a pile just stumble down about 3 or 4 stairs all at the same time into the main entrance to the club. While this is going on, then you got the other group in there still fighting each other, and then you got like 4 girls in the middle still trying to put their makeup on, and they're like getting shoved into shit, trying to like give them dirty looks because they're trying to get ready for the night. I'm just like, what kind of shit is this?
Wow.
That was like one of my first nights at the club, and the only time it got bad was when, and the problem with this club was, as big as it is, they should have never had just me. I was the only security guard there. There was one dude that was this guy, Joe, good friend of mine now, big black dude, and he's cool as shit, and he could handle his own, but then that's 2 of us. The other middle-aged men that I'd never seen a gym in their life. And we had like, Super Tuesdays, $5 lap dances, dollar shots. And you got 2 fucking guys to handle all this, and the shit really they haven't changed anything. So, you go there, and there's about, I don't know how many gangbangers, how many regular dudes drinking, popping pussies in a fucking, VIP lounge and doing all sorts of shit. And just in case anything gets out of hand, don't worry. You have these 2 fucking guys over here to handle all sorts of it.
How did it pay? Like being a bouncer, did it pay good, or was it club to club different?
Every club's different. Down in New York City, I was running a VIP room of Sexy at the Roxy, and I used to get tipped a lot. I used to be one of those club promoters. You put your name on a guest list, and people come in, they sign your name, and you get like $10 or $15 because it was like $35 cover charge back then.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then some of the clubs down in the city hire through an agency. Some people just, whoever the fuck, you look big, you look intimidating, and we'll hire you. Here's like $10 an hour. Go down to Westchester, and I know you guys know Westchester, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got on the White Plains in Westchester, guys make like $150, $200 a night.
Oh wow.
It's not bad.
Yeah. It just depends where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still a bouncer now, or are you just trying to focus on like the comedy?
Oh, hell no. Fuck bouncing. I do. I've blown my knee out twice. I tore my bicep. I've been in 2 car accidents in the last 3 years.
Wow.
And now I got a broken fucking foot. I'm tired of this shit.
How many times did you see the movie Rodeo?
What's that?
What was it, Rodeo? No, Roadhouse. How many times did you see the movie Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. No.
Ghost.
Fucking love that joke. Every fucking time I see that family guy, I never expected, and he fucking does it. I've never seen Roadhouse. I don't know.
I have. It's amazing. You guys have to watch that.
It's like
movie.
literally,
It
it's
is
like
amazing.
it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours of this guy just beating up rednecks.
I've never seen
That's
it.
it. That's like so. It really lives up to the name of Peter Griffin's jokes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is.
Does he say Roadhouse like
No.
every time he does it?
No, he doesn't. But there's a really ridiculous scene where he
Does he
pulls a
stink
guy's
it?
throat out, and then he goes on his knees and he just screams for like 20 minutes. He's just like, ah! It's just amazing.
It's
He's
really
outside in the parking lot acting like an asshole while the other guy's in the back getting blown. True story. Yeah, that happened too.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a fight going on outside, and some chick was blowing me. And they're like,
While you were on the job?
Where's Raph? What's that?
You were on the job, I guess. Getting
Oh,
blown in
yeah,
the
yeah.
park.
And then a fight broke out, and I was nowhere to be found because I was getting blown in the back.
I know.
Oh, no.
I know. Where's Ralph?
But, yeah, bouncing, it sucks. It's not fun. In fact, I actually got fired because I couldn't handle a fight because it got out of control.
Wow.
That's it was that's the whole, just talking about it earlier, there was about like 7 or 8 people. Guns were involved, tasers were involved. I think one guy was on PCP. I had tased him I don't know how many fucking times.
Holy
It got to the point where I stopped tasing him. I just started hitting him in the forehead with the fucking taser in the face.
Wow.
Damn.
And then like a week later after I left, the next guy who came after me got stabbed.
Holy
Wow,
shit,
man.
You
How are
just
you
dodged
supposed
that
to
from
control
the
that shit, though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like if they have
exactly. That's what I was
weapons,
thinking,
like
too.
the fuck are you supposed to do? Like,
Well, I learned something new in South Texas. They were like, there was a club across the street when I bounced at this place called Whiskey River, and there was a club called Toxic, and they're like, don't bounce over there. If you do, bring magazines. And I'm like, magazines? Why? He goes, to line your stomach with them. So if somebody tries to stab you or poke you or whatever, they're going to hit the magazines. It's the only thing you can protect yourself with at that club.
oh wow.
For real? And people were getting fucking stabbed there all the time.
Wow.
I
Holy
can't believe
fuck,
they
dude.
actually expect you to like get involved with something like that. You think there's
Yeah.
guns and weapons? They should tell you like, yeah, just let it go, let it
Just
go,
go
or,
away.
or
Yeah.
call the cops and they'll handle it when they get here. But that's
But they
crazy
didn't-
that they're
but
like,
they
nah,
didn't,
you didn't
like-
do anything, you're
I mean,
fired.
I'm sure they have found ways to like get it passed, but they didn't like search him before they came into the club or nothing.
Yeah, right?
I mean, I'm sure there's ways they
They-
got past all that, but
The only the most we did for it wasn't even searching. We would just say you can't wear certain colors, come in.
Oh, yeah, you can't-
You can't wear all white.
you can't wear certain
Or-
colors. You can't wear like on the hat. You can't have the stickers and that kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, there was one guy who came in. He was in a gang, and I'll tell you what it was in a minute, just because it ended up being kind of stupid on my part, because I wasn't from Texas, so I didn't fucking know. And his name was Tiny, and he's this big Mexican dude, and he goes, "I'm TS," and I'm like, "TS? What's that?" He goes, "You don't know what TS is?" I'm like, "I don't know, Terror Squad?" He looked at me, and he was like, "No, dude, Texas Syndicate."
I thought
I'm like,
transsexual.
"Oh, what's that?"
I thought transsexual.
What's up, man? I'm
I
transsexual.
wouldn't know. I know. The biggest dude as I am, I don't have the ability to maybe stab or kill somebody. This guy did.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Yeah. So I wasn't. Yeah. No, he was a cool dude. There was only one time we had an incident with him in the club, and I didn't know what to do, and I was trying to break him up, and I gave him this look like I was about to do something to him, and he was like, and he knew me really well. He was like, "Don't even think about it, dude. Don't even think about it." And I knew this guy would have had something on him. So he was like, "Don't even think about putting your hands on me." And he was right, because he would have stabbed me, or I would have went to the hospital or died. He would not have given a shit.
Wow.
So, believe it or not, I actually did go to college despite all this. I managed to pull that out of my ass.
What'd you go for, dude?
I went to school with the hopes and dreams of being successful, and then coming to realize I had more money when I was 18 fucking years old than I do at 32.
Yup, that's what I'm saying, bro. Shit.
I went there for, I don't even know what the fuck. I was a kinesiology major, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do sports medicine and all this and that, and the program kind of sucked. So I took a year off, and I got a degree in speech communication, public relations. And it was actually when I switched that we had a class assignment where we had, a group presentation where we had to put on like these skits. And that was the first time that I really knew that I wanted to start doing stand-up. Was
cool.
When I had to dress up as this female bodybuilder. Yeah. And I'm doing this in front of a class of like 70 kids, and like feeling like I didn't even care, because I got 2 girls' numbers from this thing.
Nice.
Funny.
That's
And,
awesome.
So my name was Helga, the bodybuilder. And I the entire time, and I improv, and it was great. And I was like, I fucking like doing this. So when I started with the band, and I took the year off from school, we had our breaks in between, just like you guys take the breaks. But instead of the breaks and going out, because I don't smoke, they would let me do stand-up. And so I just start riffing on some stupid shit, and grab a guitar and started just doing some covers of Stephen Wynn songs, and I was like, man, I kind of like this. So I started reaching out to guys like Mike Machete,
Nice.
who actually got a call him sometime this week,
He's
and
cool.
Dan Soder.
I like Dan. Dan's cool.
Yeah, Dan's really cool. And you know what's cool? People in the comic world are so much cooler than people in the music industry.
Yeah.
Because if you take somebody at whatever Dan Soder's level of comedy is, and you find the equivalent of him in the music world, the people in the music world are not going to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
I've had more people just communicate back and forth to me, whether it's on the phone, Skype, Facebook, emails, whatever, than I've ever done in music. Music,
Yeah, I've
nobody
noticed
gives
the
a
same.
fuck you up.
Yeah. Shit, Ralph, we gotta wrap this up, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry, brother. We got another guy calling in a few minutes, but is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, where can people find you?
Let's see. I have Twitter. What is my Twitter? That's great.
Yeah, I know you
Right?
said you're
What
not
is
big on the
Twitter?
whole social media thing.
I'm really up to date with this shit.
They can look you up in
sure.
the yellow pages, right?
Right.
No way, white
Yeah, they can find-
pages.
White pages.
Somewhere, you know, you could like find my social security number, maybe you could figure out online, find all my personal information. At Raphael_Mastro. Yeah, I thought it would be cool to do underscore. Yeah, that's my Twitter.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll do your show again whenever you guys want me to, because I like you guys. You guys are really fucking cool.
You too,
And
brother.
what else? What else do I got to say? Once I start doing more, you know, I'm doing the improv around in Connecticut, stuff like that. You know, I'll put some of that when it comes to it.
Cool, dude. Definitely.
Cool.
Looking forward to it,
All
man.
right, guys.
All right, take care,
Yeah.
man. Thanks, man.
Well, no problem, guys. Later.
Have a good one, bro.
You too.
All right,
Fucking awesome.
take like a 2-minute break, I guess, or we can't.
Yeah.
Or
His name was
we
Ralph?
can't even really. Maybe
Ralph.
Ralph.
Raphael
Ralph.
underscore Mastro.
So it would be
Raphael.
So it would be Raph is what we call him.
Raphael,
Raphael.
like the turtle.
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
Underscore
Raphael.
Mastro.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's a cool dude.
Cool guy.
He's fucking awesome.
I guess we're gonna take like a quick minute break because I gotta pee.
gotta piss.
I'll keep the thing on.
Cigarette.
The
Yeah.
shock jocks,
Shock
Rob and
job.
Slim
Shock job.
will
jocks.
be back.
That was fucking great.
I'm sorry I interrupted it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. I saw it and I was like, oh, I got it. And because Raph had been listening to that, so I was like, he can
Yeah,
join in on
absolutely.
this. But
I figured I'll leave everything on.
all right, guys,
Everything calls.
we'll be back.